The Independent on Saturday Drill Hall Stakes has attracted a maximum field of 16, which sees the highest merit-rated horse in the country, Muthana, line up against last year's winner, Silver Operator. Include Safe Passage, winner of the Daily News 2000, Grade 1 Cape Flying Championship winner, Gimme A Prince, the all-powerful William Robertson, winner of the Joburg Spring Challenge, recent H.F. Oppenheimer Horse Chestnut Stakes winner, Trip of Fortune, and the filly Desert Miracle, who won the HSH Princess Charlene Empress Club Stakes last time out. And you'd better hold on to your seats. The race doesn't end there, as many have chances. William Robertson is 7 from 10, having won from 1,000 to 1,450 metres. He comes off a second to Izzy Vungu Vungu in the Grade 1 computer form sprint just a week ago.
William Robertson really took his run well out of the computer form sprint. A really gallant effort, running from stone last at the 400, runs past the whole field but one. I think he surprised Pierre with his turn of foot, and certainly that'll give him a lot of confidence, I think, for the Drill Hall Stakes. We very well drawn at 1. Last year we didn't crack the draws in the Natal season, and he still ran huge races. If one remembers sort of Captain's Ransom just running him out of it with a huge draw turnaround and a weight turnaround. I think William's a huge runner in the Drill Hall Stakes, and hoping for bigger things to come. We'll be travelling him down on Thursday, and that'll give him a nice time to just get over the travels and get his land legs back, and he's really come on nicely from the computer form sprint. So it is a very strong field in the Drill Hall, but I really think he'll hold his own. Shout for us.
From the red-hot yard of Candiese Bass Robinson comes Trip of Fortune, who's 8 from 16. He won the H.F. Oppenheimer Horse Chestnut Stakes over the mile last time out.
And won a fortune. Trip of Fortune won the H.F. Oppenheimer Horse Chestnut.
He comes off a very good Group 1 win in Johannesburg. He has been up there for the past month or so, and he's just travelled down to Durban on the weekend. He seems to have travelled very well. I think quite a tough race this year. It's obviously a big field. We're drawn practically in the middle of the field. I think it's going to be quite a rough, fast-run race. So, yeah, tricky to say. Obviously, the first time he's running at Greyville, but he's not really the green type, so I think that shouldn't be a problem. And I think if he can reproduce his last run, or he's anywhere close to that, I think obviously he should have a competitive chance. But I don't think it's a very easy field this year. I think it's a tough race and a very open race indeed.
Safe Passage is 6 from 12, having finished second to Puerto Manzano in the Betway Summer Cup. That was his last run.
It's his first run back from a lengthy layoff. Obviously trained by Mr. De Kock. And interesting race. I think it's probably one of the strongest draw halls I've seen in a very, very long time. Saying that, there's a good couple of horses that are quite fit, and it's quite a scary race. But just want him to have a good run and improve from there and continue.
Grade 1 Cape Flying Championship winner Gimme A Prince is 5 from 8. Having only once finished out of the money, he's won from 12 to 1,400 metres.
Gimme A Prince from Rio Karori.
Unfortunately, we've drawn 12, not a great draw, but he's also shown that he's probably one of the best sprinters in the country. So I don't think the 1,400-metre trip will be a problem at all. Since arriving in KZN, he's done exceptionally well. Wonderful race, Drill Hall Stakes, always won by top horses, and but a big field and a very competitive field. So we need a lot of luck from that draw. But if he's a horse that gets into a comfortable position from that draw, I think he'd be a major threat. I'd be a lot more confident if I was well drawn. Very smart horse. But it's just the luck of the draw.
Lomoran's King's Plate winner, Muthana, has won from 1,160 metres up to the mile. He's not run since the end of the Cape summer season.
His main objective is in 5 weeks' time in the Gold Challenge over 1,600, which is his best distance. So it's like a prep race for him. But having said that, the horse is extremely well. I think he's very close to the form he showed us before the King's Plate. So hopefully he runs a good race, but a little bit on the short side perhaps. And from 9 draw, it's not easy at Greyville 1400, but I'm sure he'll run a good race. He settled in very well, Peter Muscat, looked after the horse for us. And he looks in fine form, mentally he's perfectly well. So hopefully he'll have a good season.
Multiple graded stakes winner, Seeking the Stars, has won from 12 to 1600 meters. He returns from a lengthy layoff.
Yeah, well, he got injured very, very badly here at Summerveld last year in preparation for the Gold Challenge. We decided to stick him away for a year, and this is his comeback run. But he's done everything we've asked of him, and no sign of the injury at all. He's looking an absolute picture, and his work has been very, very good. And he's drawn very, very well, so let's hold thumbs.
Well, it will be lovely to see his charismatic speed again on the track.
Desert Miracle is coming home hard up on the outside.
Dual Grade 1 winner in this year alone is the Mike de Kock trained Desert Miracle.
Desert Miracle took her last run really, really well. Her homework's been incredible, and I feel like she's come on a bit, so it's going to be a very interesting race against the boys, but she has a nice draw, and I think she's going to give a really nice account of herself.
Bingwa made it back-to-back wins in the Allied Steel Road On a Mission Charity Mile in October last year. He's as game as they come.
And Bingwa's going to win the Allied Steel Road On a Mission Mile by 3 lengths.
He's a very nice horse. His last run was a good run. The pace of the race was very muddly, and I think a lot of horses never found themselves in a good rhythm. But in saying that, it was a good run. I do think he is a bit better over 1600, but there looks like there's going to be a lot of pace on Saturday. I think that's going to suit him, and very pleased with his work at home. I think he's going to, it's a very strong field, but I think he's going to run a good race, an honest race, and I'm sure he'll be hitting the line well.
And it's Sergey.
4-time winner over the 1200 is Sergey.
But Sergey won it.
Sergey, he's doing very, very well at home. I couldn't actually be happier with how this boy is heading into his run on Saturday. He comes in at draw 4, obviously very happy with that considering it being Greyville. And yeah, I think this is a serious horse. He's put up some very good work and some very good gallops leading into this race. Obviously this isn't the race that he's quite absolutely top-notch prepared for, but he's doing very well at home, and I think he can be a very big runner on Saturday.
But Silvano's Dasher has got away down that inside running rail and he's clear.
Silvano's Dasher is 5 from 9, with 3 of those wins having come over the 1400.
A horse that's doing very, very well at home. This horse has got some seriously strong form on his back, and he's just been improving week by week. We'll be travelling down on Friday with the rest of the KZN Raiders. But yeah, from draw 5 and the work that he's been doing at home, I wouldn't count him out by any means going into this run on Saturday.
On the inside, Silver Operator, Russian Rocks a runner on the outside.
Silver Operator won this race last year for trainer Vaughan Marshall.
He's a very, very, very good 1400 metre horse. He won this race last year. Unfortunately, to this year, he hasn't got the benefit of a good draw, but he himself is really, really doing well. And I think you saw the way he looks an absolute picture. And, we've just got to be mindful of the fact that he's drawn badly and just hope that he gets some luck in running.
From the stable of Mike de Kock is Forever Mine. 5 of her 6 wins have come between 14 and 1500 metres.
And showing no signs of stopping. Forever Mine won.
So Forever Mine, I've never ridden him. So it's the first time I'm going to be riding him. He's a horse that runs obviously up there, and he's drawn wide. I had a look at the race. 1400 Greyville is very tough to overcome the draw, but he's got the speed, and I think he might have to use a bit of gas to get over. But there's not much I can comment on him because I don't really know him. I've only watched his races and stuff like that, but this is the first time I'm on him. But it does look like a tough task from the draw. That's all I can say.
Stable companion to Forever Mine is Humdinger, whose best form is over the 1400-metre trip.
Her last gallop was really, really good. She's a really tough filly. I think the 1400 at Greyville will suit her perfectly. She enjoys the trip. It's her best trip. She's in a really good space. It's a very tough field. And I hope that from a wide draw, I won't have to use her too much, and hopefully she can run a competitive race.
And Battle Force is still in front.
Previous winner of the Golden Horse Sprint, Battle Force, is looking for his first win beyond the 1200.
His fitness levels are better. He looks magnificent in himself. Once again, he has an awkward draw to contend with. There does appear to be quite genuine tempo in the race with numerous previous front runners in the race. But he's a big, long striding horse and he likes to use that action, so I think we're still going to have to go forward with him. There's no point in restraining that stride of his. Hopefully he can get into a decent position early, have a little bit of a breather mid-race, and I think he'll finish his race off well.
It's a wait for it race, I see that Charles Dickens has opted for the Guineas, which is good for all the horses in the race because he's a champion horse. But it should be a very competitive race, I think. I can't see any horse really standing out.
Quality of the field?
Top class, Michele. It's a very, very strong field, the best around, and it's going to be a spectacle to watch to start off the season.